think I told you, Mr. Reed, Kim made it home last night.
Good, good.
She was she was happy. She's glad it was done with. She said if she fails, she'll never take it again. So I think that's probably a good attitude.
I'm sure she didn't have any problems.
I bet.
with
I bet.
the exam.
Hey, Mr. Griffin.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, was you able to get anything on that veteran, Mr. Piper?
No, yeah, I talked to Miss Walker about it, but I haven't got a response.
Okay, we probably discussing and stuff, and then I'll probably bring him on one day next week or something
Good.
if we can get something
Yeah,
going for him.
yeah.
Okay, thanks.
But no, thank you. I explained that it's from
Yeah,
Mr.
it's from a different court. Yeah, Kashuri, okay, he just had something. He's in 16th district court, sobriety court. So just trying to get, if he have to pay a fine or whatever, he have to pay.
Yeah, we'll
So
get it.
yeah, so cool.
Okay,
Okay, all right, thanks.
I'll stay on.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, did they let you in? Okay. Yeah, you can turn it on me because we get ready to start in 2 minutes. Thank you for the docket.
I'm gonna get them dates too, so.
Oh, wonderful. That helps out quite a bit. You have to unmute me. All right, there we go. Good morning, 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, serving as the presiding judge. We are ready to get started with our 8:35 a.m. docket. I am going to start by having the attorneys please place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court Defense Attorney, Veterans Court Defense Attorney, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, P23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a continuing motion that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, Judge.
All right, good morning. Good morning to you, Mr. Reed, and your motion is granted. Mr. Fiken?
Thank you and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion.
Good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted as well. All right, do you all have any preliminary matters for my consideration this morning?
No, Judge.
No, Judge, not at this time.
All right, thank you. Mr. Griffin?
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin on behalf of Sobriety Court this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Yancey?
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court, Your Honor.
All right, good morning, Mr. Yancey. Do either of you have any preliminary matters that require my consideration?
I believe Lewis Johnson is coming in this morning.
Is Mr. Johnson on my docket today?
He is not.
All right, so Ms. Drew,
Yes.
if you could add Lewis Johnson
Okay.
to today's docket, and I'm sure I'll find out why he's coming in today. He's not on my docket. All right,
Yeah.
Mr. Griffin, did you have anything preliminary?
Yeah, Cedric Brown called me yesterday. He's back in the hospital, so I'm communicating with, trying to communicate with him now and see if he's still there or not. So I'll come down and talk to you once I get an update.
Okay,
He's
all
on
right,
for
thank you.
9:15 today. Yeah.
All right, I got him. All right, very good. Let's do it. I'm ready to start with Ms. Wellman. I have case number Z808-7031. Ms. Wellman, unmute and state your full name for the record, please. Uh-oh, you're muted. I'm gonna send you a prompt, mate. Oh, but now I just lost you. There you go. All right.
There you go.
All right, state your name for me.
Carolyn Wellman.
Good morning, Miss Wellman. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Judge. I'm okay.
You're okay?
I'm
All
okay.
right, are you doing everything that you can do to get better? To be
Yes,
better than
ma'am.
okay?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, is there anything that you need us to help you with so that you can be better than okay?
No, you're doing that.
All right,
You and Mr.
very
Page, you're
good.
doing it.
Where is Mr. Page? Is Mr. Page on?
I'll give him a call,
Uh-oh.
Judge.
All right, Miss Woman, I'm gonna have you hang on, just for a moment. I just realized that Mr. Page is your case manager. And
Yes,
so also for Miss Williams. So I think Mr. Griffin, Charlotta Jackson is on, but she doesn't. So I'm gonna have you mute again. Miss Woman, I'll have to recall you.
Oh,
All right. Let's go, Miss Jackson, if you could turn on your camera, your case manager is here and ready to go. I can get your case done. Miss Jackson? All right, while we wait to find Miss Jackson. Miss Harris, good morning to you. Please place your appearance on the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. Angel Harris, case manager for specialty court.
All right, good morning. Did you have any preliminary matters for me this morning?
I want to let you know, Your Honor, that I have advised, we had discussed previously, he's not on the docket, but we had discussed previously, Mr. Peoples coming in today for his violation. He has continued his streak, of just not testing. And I spoke with him yesterday. He is supposed to come in here this morning, but if he doesn't show up, Your Honor, we're going to have to do a warrant because he's in non-compliance. He's relapsed. He's got a lot going on.
Okay, very good. Ms. Drew, we will add John Peoples to the docket. Mr. Reed, Mr. Vikings, we're putting you on notice. Ms. Harris has been working on this for a few days now, where Mr. Peoples has been directly ordered to come to appear into court. We're trying to make sure that he doesn't go off the deep end. And so he is not testing, he's not come in. And so we're gonna give him this morning to come in, and then I am going to entertain a warrant for his arrest. Okay?
Yes, Shannon.
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. Mr. Griffin, I don't know where Miss Jackson is. Miss Here, she's not turning on her.
Yeah, she's trying to get somebody to
device.
help her, Judge. And I just talked to Mr. Page. He's logging on right now.
All right. All right, and Tamisha White just came on. She's not connected to audio, it looks like, Ms. Harris. I would have called her case. I don't know what's going on this morning. Do I need to reboot?
She may be, I don't know, she may be connected now because it shows her muted, but I don't see her video.
Miss White, turn on your video. All right, I can't do nothing if folks won't turn on their video.
Hello? Can you hear me?
All right, well,
Yes.
yep, I'm gonna have you mute now because Mr. Page is here. I'm going to go ahead and call his cases, so let's have her mute. Mr. Page, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. It's been a morning. I'm sorry.
It's been a morning. All right,
Yes.
I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it. All right, let's go. I am ready on Miss Wellman. I'm recalling Miss Wellman. Z8087031. Miss Wellman has already stated her name. Mr. Page, she said that she was, I think she said she's all right. And I've asked her about whether or not there was something we could do to make it better. And she said that you're already doing that. And so, Miss Wellman, I'm gonna have you unmute, and Mr. Page, go ahead and place your appearance on the record.
Yes, Judge James Page, Specialty Court Case Manager.
All right, very good. All right, Miss Wellman. And so you have been working your program, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. How are things going at All Wellbeing?
Oh, I visited them last Friday.
Okay, and what do you think about the services that you're receiving from them so far?
Oh, I like it. It's very nice.
All right, very good. I still have your commitment to be open and honest so that you can do the work that needs to be done.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Ms. Wellman, I know that since you have been with us, at least I have you in phase 2, that you have set some goals for yourself. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Definitely.
All right. All right, we are on the 29th day. I can't tell you all how weird it is for me to write February 29th, but I'm happy for those people who have birthdays today and they are able to celebrate them. So I'm just gonna have to be weirded out all day. But listen, we're on February 29th. What kind of progress have you made toward achieving just even one of your goals that you've set for yourself?
The first and foremost, God is with me. Secondly, I haven't had a drink in 500 and some days now.
All right, very good. And how does that feel?
It feels wonderful.
It feels wonderful. What's different about your life now that you have not had a drink?
I have far more clarity in my life, although I'm like everyone getting older and I have quite a few things going on health-wise. But other than that, I'm good. I feel happier some days.
All right. Some days. Okay, do you feel healthier?
Definitely healthier.
I love it. Very good. And Miss Wellman, do you see yourself a year, 2 years, 3 years from now maintaining your sobriety and walking in recovery?
Hopefully I'm here that long, hopefully.
Oh, well, yes, ma'am. Speak life over yourself first. You will be here that long. And so since you're going to be here, do you see yourself
Oh,
walking
yes,
in
ma'am,
recovery and
definitely.
maintaining sobriety?
Definitely, with a lot of prayer.
All right. Awesome. Awesome. Is there anything that you're having a challenge or difficulties with so that we can help you or assist you?
Nothing that you can help me with.
Okay, listen, even if I know that we're streaming live today, if you all have questions or things that you need to disclose and you don't want to do it streaming live, you can always ask to go to a breakout room. You can also see your case manager because we do meet on a regular basis. And so just make sure, don't wait until the bottom falls out and then tell me about everything that's going on, because then it's going to be too late. Because I ask that question every hearing. Is there anything, this is for the whole courtroom, is there anything that you're struggling with, any issues, any questions, any concerns? I do that for a reason, so that if something is going on, we can be proactive as opposed to reactive. All right, that's for everybody, Miss Wellman, okay?
Okay, thank you. I've spoken to Mr. Page quite a few times.
All right, awesome. Mr. Page, give me your report on Miss Wellman. I know we were in certification for the last 2 days, and so give me your report.
Ms. Wellman is doing very well. She did just express a couple of concerns as far as her health, but we spoke on that off the record. Other than that, she's doing well. She's working her program. She's doing everything she needs to do. I have no issues with Miss Wellman at this time.
All right, and you have Miss Wellman in phase 2, is that correct?
Correct.
All right, very good. Ms. Price, I'm gonna have you place your appearance on the record. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge Holmes. Nicole Price, Clinical Assessor, Specialty Court.
All right, thank you. Ms. Price, did you have anything to add as to Ms. Wellman that you can add in open court?
Just want to let you know, Ms. Wellman, if you need me, call me. I know you have an intern now for your therapist. So if you have any challenges or concerns with that, just give me a call.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, very good. Anything from the attorneys as to Ms. Wellman?
Good report. Keep up the good work, Ms. Wellman. I know you're on the Wednesday program, and we haven't met, but good report. Thank you.
Very much.
And Miss Wellman, you are doing a great job consistently. And that consistency is great. We're very proud of you. Keep it up.
Thank you so much.
All right, very good. Ms. Wellman, I'm going to give you your next dates. You are going to have a consultation with, today is Thursday, but Ms. Wellman is usually on Wednesdays, right, Mr. Page?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so she will have a consultation with you on March 6th, 2024. That will be at 1:30 a.m. 1:30 p.m., not 1:30 a.m., 1:30
I was gonna say, woo.
All right. And then I am going to see Miss Wellman on March 13th, 2024, and that is going to be at 8:35 a.m. Did you get that, Miss Wellman?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. I hope that you feel better, that you continue to be committed to yourself and good health. And if you need us, don't hesitate to call on us, okay?
No, I won't. Thank you so much.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye, Mr. Page.
All right.
Have a good one, Ms. Wellman.
Thanks.
All right. I am going to try again for Miss Charlotta Jackson. Miss Jackson, are you with us? It looks like she's connecting to audio. All right, I'm gonna keep moving, Mr. Griffin, until we can get her together. Please make sure your device remains on mute until your case is called. Thank you so much.
Ms. Jackson, can you hear us? Oh, sorry, Judge. Ms. Jackson, can you hear us?
No, that's okay.
Yes, can you see me?
Yeah.
Yes, and we can hear you. Let's do your hearing, Miss Jackson, because you've been on early this morning. Let's go.
Good morning.
All right, I have for you case number U887-88812. Miss Jackson, state your full name for me.
Charlotta Jackson.
All right, Miss Jackson, how are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm moving into my own apartment tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mr. Griffin, I know we were in certification this week.
Yep.
Tell me, what have you done to ensure that it's safe, habitable, and an environment conducive for what we're doing here in court?
Yep, Judge, I'm gonna either go out there tomorrow because I gotta go to Tia Gosen, and I may go to Charlotta's tomorrow or Monday. I did talk to people at Lakewood, so she had been on the waiting list. She had completed the program at Lakewood, so she had applied for independent living, her own housing, and she finally got it approved for us. So me and her did talk earlier this week, and I told her that I would need to come out there. So it's going to either happen tomorrow or Monday, Judge.
All right, and I know that we did not have the opportunity to staff because we were in certification, but some of the things I need you to let me know, Mr. Griffin, about sustainability. I want to make sure she's in a place where she will be able to sustain herself and not have to move from place to place. So we'll talk about that offline, okay?
Okay, Judge,
All
I'll
right.
make sure I get all that information. But yeah, me and Ms. Jackson did have some conversation. Like I said, she had been on a list for her housing, so it finally got approved.
All right, awesome. Ms. Jackson, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. What have you done to get ready, Miss Jackson?
I didn't pack my clothes.
You packed your clothes? Do you have the house? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Did you pack your new attitude?
I sure did. Can't you tell?
Yes, ma'am. Did you pack your new insight? Because you have new insight.
Yes.
All
the,
right.
The apartment is safe. It's a senior citizen building.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. And I still have your commitment. I'm going to ask one more time, everybody, to keep your device on mute. If I have to mute you again, I'm going to put you in the waiting room and you'll be at the end of my docket. All right, Ms. Jackson. And so you're going to a senior building. Do I have your commitment to still work your program, even though you're going to be moving on your own?
Yes, I'm really like stressed out right now because I got surgery coming up. I got so much going on right now.
I understand, but you understand that well, let me say this about surgery. We're hoping for the best, and you're going to get with Mr. Griffin, and he'll let you know what accommodations will be made for you in the program with respect to surgery, even if that means we have to suspend her for a second, but that means you have to make up that time on the back end. It doesn't go away. And so, Ms. Jackson, I know that you have a lot going on, but listen, you've made a lot of progress. And if you don't keep doing the things that you're doing that have brought you to this wonderful point that you're at in life, you take the risk of going backwards. And I don't want that for you. Okay?
No, I don't feel that way. I've done 2 months of treatment and 6 months here, so that's 8 months. And I've given the drug court 6 months. And all I had was a dirty marijuana.
And I understand, and you're not never dirty, but Ms. Jackson, this is what you have to think about. Recovery is a lifetime commitment. And so when you have been in whatever you were in for however many years, we can't get you on a road of recovery for a lifetime in 8 months, 6 months, 12 months, not even 24 months. We do our best in the 14 to 24 months that we may have individuals in our program. So while I'm not indicating that you will go backwards, I'm saying that it is a high likelihood. There is a likelihood there. And we want to be and defy all odds, okay? So I just want you to remember that. You can't fix or change something overnight that you've done for years. It just doesn't happen. Okay, so it's going to be every day for the rest of your life, and you know that, right, Miss Jackson?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So get with Mr. Griffin because we certainly want you to take care of your medical things and make sure Mr. Griffin knows. You said you've got a lot on your plate. Make sure you're communicating with him because anything that we can do to help you with maybe some of the other things that you have on your plate, we want to be able to do that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I have your commitment to make sure you let Mr. Griffin know, right?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Have you been able to secure your household items that you need for your new place?
Yeah, I have them in storage. They're being delivered Saturday.
All right, awesome. You are all set and ready to go, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, we are very proud of you, Miss Jackson. I'm excited for you for new beginnings. And it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. As long as you stay committed to your recovery, things are only going to get better, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Griffin.
Yep, Ms. Jackson, I just like to encourage you, like Judge said, that 6 to 8 months of foundation that you have set. So we're just going to continue to build off of that, because like Judge said, it is a lifetime commitment. So you have the foundation set, you have the tools and stuff to be able to live on your own. So let's just keep that progress going. And I'll get with you sometime this afternoon to discuss some things, or tomorrow, and just to make sure everything is set up. And congratulations on your new apartment, and we'll get
Thank
everything.
you.
And we'll get everything set up. So just continue doing what you're doing, Ms. Jackson.
All right.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other teammates as to Miss Jackson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Good report, Miss Jackson. Keep up the good work. You have a great attitude. Congratulations on the new apartment. You deserve it. We're so proud of you. Be proud of yourself. It's always good to see you. You have a good
Thank-
day, and be safe, Miss Jackson. Be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I could add, Judge, Miss Jackson, you made some great changes in your life. You've proven to yourself that you can make changes without them hurting you. And we look forward to many more great changes that you can do, because you have it in you, and we know you do. Keep up the great work.
All right, very good. Mr. Griffin, what phase is Miss Jackson in?
Yeah, she's in phase 2.
All right, very good. Before I give Miss Jackson her dates, I do want to give her an incentive of a judicial applause. She has maintained her stability. She is moving right along. She's made some excellent progress. I need everybody to join me in celebrating Miss Jackson on her progress so far. Congratulations, Miss Jackson. You're doing a fantastic job. Fantastic job. All right, very good. Let me give you some dates. She is on Wednesdays, Mr. Griffin?
No, she's our regular doctor, Judge. So Thursdays are fine.
Thursdays, okay, very good. I am going to have Miss Jackson do a consultation with Mr. Griffin on March 7th. And then I'm going to see you, Miss Jackson, on March 21st. And that is going to be at 8:30. Well, no, I'm going to put you on for 9 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
All right. You are in good shape. Good to see you. Congratulations to you. And I'm looking forward to great things for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I am going to go to Brianna Jackson. I'm going to get my folks who got on for their appointments on time. And then I'll come back to those who joined us a little bit late for your case. All right, I have for Brianna Williams, I have case number 210-443-0401. Miss Williams, please state your name for the record. Unmute for me. You are muted. Let me send you the prompt. That may help. There you go. Try it now.
Thank you.
All right. State your name for me.
I'm Brianna Yvette Williams.
You've been having what, Brianna Yvette Williams?
Problems with this Zoom all morning.
I know, I saw your message that you're here. You just were having all kind of issues. So yes, ma'am. How are things going with you?
It's going good. It's going way better. It's just kind of embarrassing that I'm not at like phase 2 or 3 at this point. So I've been doing way better, not picking up that stuff. And that's it. You see my eyes, they're wide open. I got energy. I would never be up with energy at this time of morning. Never.
So you notice the difference, right?
Yeah. I sweat more. I lose weight.
Come on. You see, she gave me the
about
same
to be real nice.
her.
And then I feel better because I got more strength that I don't have to smoke, because at first I thought I wasn't gonna be able to do it. I felt real weak and like I had to keep on trying to smoke or even pull up and get some and then don't smoke it. I done went through a whole lot of stuff to get where I'm at right now. So
Look at you. Look at you, Miss Williams. You should be proud of yourself. Mr. Page, what are her test results looking like?
She's still positive right now, but she's coming in on Friday, or tomorrow. She's gonna be able to come in tomorrow for me to check her level, but they are going down. So she's moving in the right direction, like she says, and it's showing. It's definitely showing.
Come on, Miss Williams. We rooting for you. Are you still talking with Dr. Alexander?
I am talking with Dr. Alexander, but he had COVID last week, so we got a meeting actually today. Yeah, he was sick last week.
Okay.
We talked a little last week, but we're supposed to really talk today at 2:00.
All right. Very good. Very good. Tell him we hope that he's recovering and doing well, and that he's vaccinated. Yeah,
I will.
And boosted. All right. Very good.
But between him and Mr. Page, they keep me where I need to be.
All right, very good, very good. And you too. It requires a level of sacrifice and discipline on your behalf as well. Make sure you give yourself some credit, ma'am.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Now, I want you to keep going. Don't get discouraged, even when the test results say, you know, you're decreasing, because you know what you've been doing and you know what you're doing now. So sometimes it takes some time to see a difference, right?
Yes.
All right. So don't be hard on yourself. Keep going.
I am.
All right. Very good. What issues, questions, or concerns do you have for the team this morning?
Nothing. I'll just get with Mr. Page about my like my balance of how much I owe, so I can get that knocked down.
All right. All right. Anything, Mr. Page, what else do you want to report out on Miss Williams?
Just that she's just doing a great job and just moving in the right direction. And we do communicate pretty often. If she needs something, even if she needs to just vent for a second, just so she doesn't pick up or anything like that. So she's just doing very well. I commend her, and I just want to encourage her to keep doing what she's doing so we can. I told her, I promise you, as soon as I see that negative result, I promise I'm gonna make that recommendation for you to move to phase 2. Uh-oh, I'm knocking off my headphone. I'm gonna make that recommendation for you to go to phase 2 as soon as I see that negative result. So just keep doing what you got to do.
Okay.
All right. Anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Williams?
I did receive an update from Dr. Alexander and Miss Williams. So keep up the good work. He has good things to say about you. So be encouraged.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
If I may, Judge, congratulations, Miss Williams. Good report. You're working the program. You look good. You sound good. Early in the morning. Thumbs up to you, Miss Williams. I don't see you because you're on the Wednesday program, but keep up the good work. Keep those numbers going down. Thank you. Have a good day and be safe, Miss Williams.
You too. I appreciate you.
And if I could add, Judge, Miss Williams, I do see every once in a while, and I know you've been making progress, and I'm encouraged by the progress you make, and we're proud of you for that. Keep up the great work.
Okay. And I appreciate all y'all encouragement make me feel so much better. And I'll be like, all right, I can do this. They counting on me. I got to do this for me and for them. So I appreciate y'all. All y'all words do help. And everybody that be watching, I be watching y'all nod y'all head and stuff too. So all y'all be helping me. So I appreciate all y'all.
Yes. Listen, Mr. Page, I want to give Miss Williams a judicial applause on this morning. Although she is not where she wants to be, she's not where she used to be. She is on her way. And so we understand that we don't get perfection, but we do look for progress. She's making that progress. So please join me in celebrating Brianna Williams on the progress that she has made so far. Come on, ma'am, you can do it. We are all cheering you on, Miss Williams. We are.
Thank you.
All right. All right. Let's do it. Mr. Page, she should get a Wednesday date. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. She will, Miss Williams, you're going to have a consultation with Mr. Page on March 6th. That will be at 1:30 p.m. And then I will see you on March 13th, and that will be at 8:35 a.m. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You are all set, ma'am. Take care. Enjoy the
Thank
rest of your week, and we're here if you need us.
Okay, y'all have a good day.
All right. You do the same.
Okay.
All right. I am now going to go to Mr. Glassbrook. I have case number Z8086761, and then Mr. Arrington, you will be up next. Mr. Glassbrook, unmute and state your name for me.
Donald Scott Glassbrook.
Good morning, Mr. Glassbrook. How are you this morning?
Good morning. Good. We had a little bit of a sleep-in accident and had to rush the little one out the door to get to daycare on time, but we prevailed. We did good. So everybody on time.
Right.
A little rushing around, but we're good.
So you overslept this morning?
Yeah, everybody did. It was a little bit of a hiccup, but we got through it.
But you got through it, and you still got the baby to school on time.
Yes, man. Yeah, I kept her home yesterday. She had a little bit of a cold, but we packed her full of medicine and her sniffles went away, and she's back at it today.
Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful. Are you enjoying your time with your baby?
Oh yeah, yep. We get more and more. One of my sister had COVID, so I lost a weekend with her a few weeks ago, but we ended up making up for it. So yep, we always enjoy our time. I ended up having that little scare not long ago, or the last time we talked, and I turned out to be negative. It was just a little flu thing. So thank goodness there.
I'm so glad, because I was concerned because I knew your sister had thrown off your visits, and I'm like, oh, if he now gets it, that's gonna throw it off even more.
Yeah, I had it one time, and it was like I'd never been that sick before, so it really whooped my butt that time. So I was hoping to stay negative, and I got lucky.
Yes, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. And I hope that you're people still realize that COVID is still alive and well, and the vaccinations are still available. I hope that people realize that testing is still available. At-home testing is still available. And so it's still out there, y'all. We've got to protect ourselves, and we've got to protect each other, do what we can to protect each other. So I'm glad things worked out for you, Mr. Glassbrook. Listen, how are you doing with working your program?
Good. It's life now, so we're just rolling along with it. I'm settled right in, and everything's just it's just a part of life now. So we're doing good.
All right, very good, very good. I know we talked about Mr. Griffin, a case that had not been abstracted, and I believe should now be abstracted. Where are we with that matter?
I'll check on it today, Judge. I'll run as SOS and I'll send it over to the because we did address it the last time he was here to make sure that that has been abstracted to see if he qualifies for the restricted license, because he does have to come to us. So I'll do that right now, and I'll send it over to Mr. Fikens and Mr. Reed.
All right, let's do that because I have him in phase 4, Mr. Griffin.
That is correct.
All right, and I want to make sure that we do everything to position him to be able to be mobile once he leaves us, or before he leaves us, so that I have the opportunity to monitor him.
Okay.
Okay. Does that sound good to you, Mr. Glassbrook?
Absolutely. Yeah, I have work kind of set up right now. I've been working with my uncle who lives not that far away, so I've been able to work on rides that way. But yeah, I was just speaking with Mr. Griffin the other day, and that's the only thing I think holding me back as far as so I'm going to start, because I have a few more months to go till the end of this year. So I just work on paying my fines and getting my getting that license taken care of before I get off. I mean, it's the end of the year, but we're in the home stretch. I think him and I were talking about.
All right, very good. But I want you to get that restricted license and I have to have time to monitor you on it. Okay?
Yep. All
right, very good. What questions, concerns, or issues do you need to raise with the team on this morning?
I don't have any. Mr. Griffin and I spoke for a good period of time the other day, so he's being a rock star with me and keeping me informed with everything I need to do and need to know. So I was just checking in.
All right, awesome. Mr. Griffin, is there anything else you need to report out as to Mr. Glassbrook?
Yeah, I'm gonna have him connect with Miss Price because we got to get his aftercare services going. But other than that, Judge, everything else is compliant. We do have him. He's on a 24-month contract, so we do have him to December. But I would like to get that restricted license going sooner than later. So me and him did have that discussion.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Glassbrook?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Great report, Mr. Glassbrook. You have a good attitude. You're working the program. Drug court doesn't last forever, and you're progressing, moving right along. Keep up the good work, sir. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. You have a good day, Mr. Glassbrook, and be safe. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, Mr. Glassbrook, you've been doing it since you've gotten into this program. Keep working on it. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, very good. If you don't have any questions, Mr. Glassbrook, I'm ready to give you your dates.
I'm ready.
All right, are you usually on a Thursday?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Let's do this. You're going to have a consultation with Mr. Griffin. And that will be on March 21st at 1:30. And then I will see you on March 28th. And that will be at 9:00 a.m. Okay?
Got it. 9 a.m. All right. Thank you.
All right. Very good. Enjoy the rest of your day and be safe.
All right. Thank you.
All right. I need to do Mr. Arrington and then I'll see you, Ms. Lee. All right. I have for Jason Arrington, Z808-7041. Mr. Arrington, state your full name for the record, please.
Jason Arrington.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Arrington. How are you this morning?
Doing good, Your Honor.
That's good. That's good. Working your program?
Yes, I am.
All right. Are you having any issues with working your program?
No, I'm not. It's working out pretty good for me. Just staying busy.
All right. How's business going?
Yeah, you know how that is. It's okay. Just going through, some grieving pains with it. But it is what it is, it's up and down. So
okay.
Just on a little
That's the nature of the beast, right?
Uh-huh. Yes, it is. Yeah.
All right. Well, hang in there during the downtime.
Well, thank you. And I will.
Hang in there. Because they do get better, right? You've been in business long enough to know the downs don't last always, right?
Yeah. It's like at a certain time of the year. And it's always right before my birthday. It's crazy.
Oh, we gotta change. We gotta move downs to another time of the year.
I know, right?
When is your birthday, Mr. Arrington?
March the 6th.
Oh, your birthday is right around the corner.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's right around.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to change that around somehow.
Yeah, we got to do something. Throw a wrench in that program for real.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, all right. I know that you are in phase 3, and I know that you have set some goals for yourself. And I'd like to know what kind of progress have you made with respect to just one of your goals?
Well, one of my goals, I'm actually creating goals as I go, to be honest with you, just things that I think could make me be a better person and a better father and all of that. So I've been basically working on establishing a relationship with, I already have a relationship. One of my daughters, we were kind of estranged, my first child. So, and, just being more clear-headed, I've been able to think and understand better about what I need to do in that case. And so I've been making some initiative to get with her, and so we can, be together and just love one another. So that's one
I
of the
love
things.
it. I love it, Mr. Arrington. Very good. And do you believe that walking in your sobriety is helping you to make some good decisions where that relationship is concerned?
Yes, it's actually well, when you're more clear-headed, it's just like you think normal. You just think normal. It's not like you have anything altering you to think, unnormal. So, and it's just a normal thing for us to be in a good relationship with one another. So that's just one of the things that has been, affecting me. So I feel like that's something that I should be capitalizing on right now during this time. So.
All right, very good, very good. Are you having any issues, any concerns that you need to raise with the team on this morning, whether you do it in open court or in a breakout room?
No, not at this time.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what do you want to report out as to Mr. Arrington?
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Arrington, he's doing well. He's in compliance, with all his requirements in the program, screening and recovery services. And he just talked about, one of his goals. We appreciate him being able to share that goal. Sometimes it's difficult to repair relationships, but I'm sure Mr. Arrington can do that. So I believe Mr. Arrington, he's working hard with his phase. I think he'll soon be in another phase if he continues to work hard. I'm gonna talk to him about making some partial payments. And other than that, he's in good shape at this time, Your Honor.
All right, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Arrington?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Arrington, good report. I heard you say you have a birthday next week. Happy birthday ahead of time. Keep up the good work, sir. And family reunification. I heard you say you're talking to your daughter, and that's a good thing. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe and have a good day. Thank you, Mr. Arrington.
Thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, I was struck, Mr. Arrington, by you reaching out and patching relationships. That's just great to hear. It shows a lot of work on your part and a lot of desire on your part. And we're very proud of you for that, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Arrington, I'd just like to say I have two daughters. That relationship with the daughters is very important. So that's something to continue to work on. Believe in strong father, strong daughter. So continue to work on that relationship. It's very important in your daughter's life.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yes. All right. If nothing else for Mr. Arrington, is he usually on Thursdays, Mr. Griffin? I'm not sorry, Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'm going to do a consultation March 14th. That will be at 1:30 p.m. And then I will see Mr. Arrington on March 21st. And I will put him on for 9:00 a.m. If nothing else, Mr. Arrington, enjoy the rest of your week. We're here if you need us.
You too. Thanks from everybody. Have a good day.
All right. You
Bye-bye.
too. Thank you. All right. I am ready on, I believe, and Tamisha White, but I'm going to see Miss. You need to see me? Okay. I have a couple of people. I think that just one or two. All right. Let's go with Miss White. And then Miss Ellis will turn her camera. We have to turn her camera on because she was moving about. All right. I have for Tamisha White, Z805-9921. Miss White, unmute and state your full name for me.
Tamisha White.
Good morning, Miss White. How are you this morning?
I'm here.
What does that mean, you're here?
I'm here. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm dealing with my
Okay.
dad getting well, so.
How's your dad doing?
He's still in the hospital. He's still going through some changes, but
Okay,
I go and see
but
him
you're
every
being
day.
there. All right, you're doing what you can do to help, right?
Yep.
All right, very good. What are you doing to take care of yourself during this time where your dad is ill?
Well, I do what I'm supposed to do for the court. I really don't have any time for anything else.
Okay, but are you doing anything for yourself, like going to your sessions, and do you find that to be helpful to you? I don't know to take that as a yes or a no.
I do what I'm supposed to do for the court.
My question is a little bit different, Ms. White, because listen, this is what I don't want to happen. When you come into this program and you're just doing it because the court said to do it, you don't get the success and the benefits that you deserve and that we know that you should be enjoying. And so if something is not working, then we want to know that so we can help you. My question was a little bit different. I asked, are you seeing your counselor and do you find that to be beneficial?
Yes, I see my counselor. I speak to her. I call her when I'm not supposed to. I also talk to Miss Harris a lot. They help me get through this. Yes.
Okay,
Without
and
them,
you
I
feel
don't know
that
what
that's
without them, I don't know what I
well,
do.
all right, so it sounds like they're adding some benefit to
Yes,
your
they
life.
are.
Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. I want you to keep an open mind, Miss White. I do. I know you have a lot on your plate, and I am not minimizing that at all. I believe that the services that we're providing for you will help you to navigate all of the things that you have on your plate and navigate them differently than what you would have done in the past. And so do I have your commitment to still work the program?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, very good. What challenges? I know you have your dad, you've got to go see him every day. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And we're certainly keeping him in our thoughts and we're concerned and hoping that all goes well with him. So I want you to know that we're rooting with you and for your father. What other obstacles or challenges are you facing with respect just to the day-to-day?
No, really. No, really. My concentration is basically about my dad, but everything else is fine.
Okay, so everything else is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. Do you have any questions for the team on this morning?
No.
No questions? I have you in phase 2. I know that you all have started establishing goals, and I know that your focus is your dad right now. So again, anything that we can do to help you during this time, please don't hesitate to reach out. We won't know if we can help you if you don't tell us what the issue is, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Ms. Harris, what would you like to report out as to Ms. White?
Good morning, Your Honor. Ms. White is currently in compliance with her program, with her requirements. She has been in contact with me, throughout, since her last hearing, she's been in contact with me, multiple times. I have been able to assist her in some areas. There's some things we still are working on. I know she had a conversation with Miss Warfield, who also, she had some questions for. So she has been reaching out, with her concerns or anything she has going on. And I know that right now her main focus, is her father and just doing what she needs to do to maintain compliance. I do hope that as I can get her kind of some of the answers she's asked for, and maybe we can, have her come in and sit down with her. We could discuss some things to kind of just get her focused on some specific goals that she wants to work on. And hopefully we'll be able to continue her progress in the program. But at this time, she's in compliance. She is struggling a bit with just her balancing, her schedule with sessions and testing and her dad and things like that. But she does let me know when she's frustrated, and we do try to talk through how she's feeling. And so I know she's working on it.
All right, awesome. Anyone else from the team have anything as to Ms. White.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Ms. White. Good report. You're following the course orders. That's great. We're proud of what you're doing. You should be proud of yourself. It's a great program. Take advantage of everything the program has to offer. I heard put on the record that you are taking care of your father, looking after your father, and that's great. I don't see you often because you're part of the Wednesday program, but keep up the good work. Have a good day, Miss White, and be safe out there. Thank you.
And if I could add, Judge, Miss White, you do have some challenges. We admire you for how you're taking care of those challenges, how you're meeting them day to day, doing this program. Sometimes the program obligations might seem overwhelming, but I want to let you know that we're proud of how you're doing this, and keep up the great work, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Thank you all. All right, Ms. White, do you have any questions before I give you dates?
No, ma'am.
All right, let's give you dates. You are going to have a consultation on March 6th. That will be at 1:30 p.m. And then I will see you on March 13th. And I can see you at, would 9 o'clock work for you?
Yes.
All right, let's do 9 o'clock for you on March 13th, okay?
Okay.
All right, good to see you. I want you to hang in there. I do want you to recognize that you have a lot of inner strength. You are still taking care of business in the midst of the issues and concerns that you have with your dad and all of the requirements for you to be there. You are still taking care of business. And I think that that's awesome, Miss White, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. I'll see you next time.
Okay.
All right. Okay, I have Miss Ellis. I've asked you to turn on your camera. I sent you the prompt. Can you turn on your camera for me? I just sent it again. There she is. Good morning, Miss Ellis. I'm gonna have you unmute for me. There we go.
Okay.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine. How you doing? Good morning.
I'm doing very well, thank you. Let me place your case number on the record. I have for Patrice Ellis, 220-452-5601. Miss Ellis, state your full name for me.
Patrice Nicole Ellis.
All right, Miss Ellis, you are new to the program. You seem to be doing very well. How do you feel about the progress that you've made so far?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. Tell me what's good about it. I want to know.
They keep track of what you're doing. You get to drop. And I talked to Mr. Page and he keep me informed on what's going on and stuff.
All right. So do you believe the program affords you a level of discipline that you might have otherwise not had, discipline and accountability?
Yes, it
All
does.
right. And how do you feel about that? Some people don't like discipline and accountability.
I like discipline.
You do? You like it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Very good. Because what we find, I think, at least what I found in life is that when I'm disciplined in one area, it usually is contagious and I'll start applying that discipline in every aspect of my life. Are you finding that to be true?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And so that's a wonderful thing because then that's going to work for you, right?
Right.
Have you started receiving any benefits of being in the program and being disciplined?
No, not yet.
No benefits?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, keep your eyes wide open because you're going to see some, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Are you having any issues, any concerns, any questions that you need to raise with the team on today?
No.
None?
None.
All right, very good. Mr. Page, what do you have for Miss Ellis?
Miss Ellis, like you said, she is still new to the program, so she's just getting, still getting acquainted with it. But she's doing an excellent job. She is going to her services. She's dropping. All of her tests are negative, so she's doing very well in the program. I have nothing to report that's negative on her right now.
All right, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Miss Ellis?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Ellis, congratulations, good report. I heard it on the record that you're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. Ask a lot of questions. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job starting out. We're proud of what you're doing. Be proud of yourself. Stay in touch with, welcome. Stay in touch with Mr. Page. Talk to him, ask questions, and you have a good day today, Miss Ellis, and be safe. Thank you.
Okay, you too.
And it seems to me, Miss Alice, that you are being very disciplined in your work. So keep up the great work, man. We're proud of you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, very good. Very good. All right, Miss Ellis, do you have any questions for me?
No.
All right. And Miss Ellis is usually on Wednesdays. And so I am going to have Miss Ellis do a consultation on March 6th at 1:30. And then I'll see her on March 13th. And Miss Ellis, I would like to put you on for 10 o'clock. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that worked for me.
All right, awesome. So March 13th it is at 10 o'clock a.m. All right,
Okay.
Good to see you. You have a good report today. Keep up the great work. Utilize your resources. That's what they're there for. And I'm excited about your progress, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right, take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, I have one person from the morning, 8:35 a.m. that I have not seen, and that's James Topler. Did we change Mr. Topler's date? Who has Mr. Topler?
Mr. Topler is for tomorrow, Judge.
He's on for tomorrow?
Yes, let me double check. But let me just see.
Miss Drew, can you check to see if he's on for tomorrow? Mr. Griffin,
Actually, Judge, you switched them. We switched them to the 6th.
To March 6th. Okay.
Yes.
Verify that for me, Miss Drew.
Okay, I checked this case and there's no future date. It's just.
All right. So let's put Mr. Topler on. What time did I give him on the 6th? It's not in the system.
9:15.
All right. Can you do that for me? All right. Very good. I have him. And then Mr. Griffin, you'll have to call me or come down and see me. Mr. Brown, I don't want to put his information out there. And then where is Mr. Birch?
He's in the courtroom, Judge.
Where's Mr. Birch? Mr. Birch, I didn't see you. Why is he in the courtroom? He just comes down for his hearing?
He just came down, yep.
Come on, Mr. Birch. You over there hiding from me? I didn't see you. Mr. Birch, now you know you're about 10 feet tall. There's no reason why I shouldn't see you. I promise you I didn't see you. All right. I'm glad I went through.
Well, I had a job interview today, so.
How did it go?
Well, I hadn't went yet.
What time?
Well, I don't have to be there until 11:30.
Oh, sir, we still want you to not be stressing. So let's get you out of here.
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right, make sure when you have stuff like that going on, let your case manager know so they can send me a text, call me, let me know something.
I'll be all right, Your Honor.
Okay, you taking care of this. And you smiling. Oh, I want to know what you're smiling about this morning. You in a good place?
Yeah.
You are.
I've been moving and I'm getting it together.
You getting it together? How does it feel to be getting it together?
It was wonderful.
All right, very good. Let me put your case number on the record. I have Z808-8701. State your full name for me. All right, Mr. Birch. Things are going well for you? All right, tell me what's going well. Got a job interview today?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I had to switch jobs because of my situation with me having seizures and stuff. I can't drive right now for 6 months, so I had to switch jobs.
All right.
So I've been working with school district right now, but just a short amount of time.
All right, 6 months.
Yeah.
And hopefully we're gonna do some changes in your lifestyle, and you never know. That may impact what's been going on with you, right? All right, are you hopeful that that's what's going to happen?
Yeah.
All right, so I have your commitment to do what you're supposed to do.
Well, I've been doing what I'm supposed to do.
Okay, well, that, you know, that's what brought you here.
Yes, ma'am.
So since you've been here, you've been doing what you're supposed to do? All right, have you seen any difference in your physical health?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, very good. What's been the most challenging part of the program so far?
Not doing what I normally do.
Give me an example.
Just not hanging out.
Not hanging out.
Yeah.
That's been hard for you?
Well, it was in the beginning.
All right, so what have you done to replace that?
Go to the gym more. I was always kind of a gym rat, but I just been
Going to the gym more. That's good. Well, that's going to benefit you, right? All right. Have you made any connections with some other people that may be trying to do the same things that you're doing?
No.
You have not?
No.
Okay. You knew. You may at some point, and you might have some new
I just
folks.
sit back and listen.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said I just sit back and listen.
Okay, that's not a bad thing to do. Not a bad thing. Have you learned anything?
No.
No, you haven't learned anything?
Not really. I just listen.
That don't mean not learning.
I mean, I'm not saying I haven't learned. I just listen more than I talk.
Okay, but in your listening, have you learned anything?
No. Yes.
I'm gonna write that answer down, I guess. All right, all right. Well, when you're in your sessions and groups and things of that nature, just kind of I'm not saying make up something that you've learned, but just kind of be attentive to what am I learning today?
Right.
So, and I don't know if other people engage in this practice.
I do like group.
You like group?
When I go see my counselor over at the Trade Recovery Project.
What do you like about group?
I like the counselor over there, Mr. Hobson. He's pretty cool.
All right, very good. Does he get you to thinking and talking?
No, he's just a cool guy, and I like the stuff he was saying.
Okay, all right, very good, very good. So I do want you, as you're going through this process, this is for the whole courtroom. Always keep your eyes wide open. What am I going to learn today? What did I learn about? I engage in this because I think it keeps me, I want to say young while I'm sitting here with all this gray hair, right? I see you laughing at me, but it does. It does. I get up in the morning, I think about what am I going to learn about myself today? What am I going to learn about the people that I connect with? And what I'm going to learn just about the world in general? I look for it, like I do, and I'm a big journaler, so I write it down at the end of the day. So I always want to be learning. I just do. I feel like if I stop learning, when I say, oh, I didn't learn anything today, I get a little nervous about me. So just keep your eyes wide open because there's always teachable moments, just interactions at the grocery store. I'm sorry?
He tells me the same thing.
Mr. Hobson tells you the same thing too? Yeah. Yeah, life is filled with teachable moments, right? It's whether we receive them and apply them, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. I like your attitude though, Mr. Birch. I really do. And I hope you go in there today and you knock their socks off in that interview and you get that job so you can make those adjustments.
I just have a couple of things that I have to go over.
Oh, you already got the job?
Yeah, I had went to the interview yesterday. It was something that I already had.
Oh, well, congratulations to you. So that's 6 months, you're gonna be working, right? Wait, what'd you say?
I said cut it.
You said cut it out. Did y'all hear that? Mr. Bird said cut it out. Don't be clapping for him. Listen, we be excited about people working and making progress and overcoming obstacles. Because you could have given up when they said you can't work for 6 months.
I just would have tried to get another.
You did what?
I said, I just would have tried to get another job.
Yes. And that may be easy for you, but somebody needs to hear that because that's not easy for other folks. Sometimes people hit an obstacle and they quit on me.
Well, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so it is a big deal to us. So don't tell us to cut it out. We're gonna cut it on, cut it up and everything. All right. I'm proud of you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Griffin, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Burge?
Yeah, I know Mr. Birch is doing good. He's off to a good start. Just learning some things about himself. When he came in, he did tell me about, he started suffering from seizures, so he's unable to drive. He was working a forklift, so he's unable to do that. So I just like, he is a college graduate, so he has a lot of, things. And I asked him about, his field and different things like that. So he got a lot of good things going for him, just to open it up and explore those different things or whatever. And I think he's in the right position right now to the right program because he's a transfer from probation. He was having some struggles. So over here with us, I think he can get the proper tools to move forward because what he was doing, it wasn't helping his health, it was actually hurting his health. So hopefully, he's engaged in treatment. Ms. Price got that set up. And so hopefully within, he only been with us approximately about a month, so that he started learning some things about himself. So continue to listen, and eventually, you start, getting, feeling, a part of the group and different things like that. So off to a good start at this point, though, Judge.
All right, very good. And he's on our other court Thursday, Friday. This is regular date for him.
That's a good day, Judge.
All right, awesome. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Burge?
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Good report, sir. Thank you for coming into the building today. Keep up the good work. You're new to the program. Don't get overwhelmed. Congratulations on that job. And I heard you say you're not hanging out anymore. That's good. Keep up the good work, sir. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And I'd like to add, if I might, Judge, sir, you're showing that you're doing the program to us, that you're getting something out of it. You're demonstrating that through your actions. So keep up the great work.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good. Ms. Burge, do you have any questions for me today?
No.
All right, I'm going to give you your next date. You will have a consultation on March 7th at 1:30, and then I'm going to see you on March 14th. And you're gonna come in person, Mr. Birch, or you're gonna be working?
Well, it depends.
All right, I'm gonna give you a time. If it doesn't work, you need to let Mr. Griffin know, because we'll work with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because we want you to go to work.
What time?
I'm going to give you on the 14th. I have available 8:35, 9 o'clock. Those are my better times, and 10 o'clock.
Can we go 10 o'clock, please?
Yes, sir, we can. Absolutely. All right.
March 14th, 10 o'clock.
March 14th at 10 o'clock a.m. But if there's an issue, don't wait till the day of your hearing. Let Mr. Griffin know, okay?
March 7th, 1:30.
March 14th.
No, we want me for my consultation.
It was the 7th. Yes, sir.
1:30, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I want you to enjoy the rest of your week. I'm proud of you and the progress you've made.
Appreciate it. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Griffin, I know you're going to update me on Cedric Brown, but I know he's not going to be here today. So I'm going to go ahead and adjourn him. Thank you, officer. I'm going to call case number Z808-8471 due to circumstances beyond Cedric Brown's control. I'm going to go ahead and put him on for next week, Thursday, and that date would be March 7th, 2024, and I will put him on at 10 o'clock a.m. Mr. Griffin, you'll update me today, and of course, keep us posted on what's going on with Mr. Brown. Just let him know we're all rooting for him to be okay.
Okay,
right?
Judge. And I'll make sure I update you today.
Please do. All right. For the attorneys, listen, I have a couple of people in my box, and I think I have a couple of people that we're waiting on this morning to come in. Somebody told me there, I think Ms. Harris had someone that we were waiting on, John Peoples. Mr. Lewis Johnson is in the box. Mr. Ross is back in my box. We need to set up the conference room case managers so that they are able to get in and talk with attorneys. I did see Ms. Warfield join us for the folks that were scheduled for Wednesday. Let's make sure we do that. And then let me just see. Yeah. And make sure that the attorneys, good morning, that the attorneys know what's going on for each one of those individuals. I will let the attorneys know that we have, it's not as heavy of a trial docket as we usually do, but we do have a trial docket. So Ms. Drew and Ms. Wilson, when the attorneys and everyone start coming on, please let's start getting them in breakout rooms. Ms. Drew, do you have those dates for me?
Yes, I do.
Let's do it. All right. I have, and then I'm definitely coming in. You're gonna set it up for me? Okay, thank you, Miss Cleveland. All right, I have for Alfonso Gates, SP. No, he's at 12 o'clock. So I will see him today. Whoever has Mr. Gates, I believe. Who's, oh, I didn't know you were in here. You scared me. All right, Mr. Yancey, you might want to give him a call. Tell him this is a good time. If he gets a break that he can jump on and do so. Okay. All right. And I'll do him. I'll stop whatever I'm doing and do him. All right. Very good. I have for Bradley Baker. Give me 1 second. I need to get some stuff. All right. I have for Bradley Baker Z8082341.
Okay, his next court date is March the 7th at 9:35 a.m.
Thank you. For Robert Britton, SP 100105711, SP 105347111, SP 109742231, SP 114400531, SP 120800611, SP 4610211, SP 8234891, SP 9578713, SP 9692391, SX 336879822, 230-557-9901, SP 119-301-83, SP 140-256-93. I also have, I'm not done with Mr. Britton yet, 140-577-71, case number SP 140-906-01, SP 148-999-02.
Okay, his next court date is March the 7th, 9:35.
Thank you. For Kevin Brown, Z808-2201.
March 7th, 9:15.
I have him for 9:15.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me. All right, thank you. For Brian Buckerfield, 230-581-2101.
March 7th at 8:35 a.m.
Thank you. For Alfonso Davis Jr., 200-454-9001.
March 7th, 8:45 a.m.
Okay, thank you. For Kiera Durham, 210-441-9901.
March 7th, 8:45 a.m.
Give me a second. For Cynthia Gonzalez Servin, U 656-77623.
March 7th, 9 a.m.
Thank you. For Justin Paley, 210-453-3901.
March the 7th at 9:35 a.m.
All right, I have Anthony Ross in my box on today. I'll call him. What was his next date?
It was March the 7th at 8:45 a.m.
All right, he may get another date today. Depends on what's going on. All right, for David Tolliver, 210-446-3401.
March the 7th at 8:45 a.m.
For Mr. Tolliver?
Yeah.
It's scheduled at 8:45. All right. Kenneth Turner, 230-571-8001.
Okay, March the 7th at 9 a.m.
For Vincent Patricola, C, 211336A.
March the 7th at 8:45 a.m.
For Alexander Hume, 21GP01158A.
March the 7th, 8:45 a.m.
For Jacob Karsmarzik, 2000228FD.
March the 7th, 8:45 a.m.
For Karsmarzik?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I am going to move Karsmarzik. The case manager, I'm gonna put him on for 10:35 a.m. So whoever has Mr. Karsmarzik, Mr. Griffin, he is being moved. I have too many at 8:45, I'll never get to him. All right. I have for Gerald Singleton, 222112.
Okay, March the 7th at 9:35 a.m.
Thank you. For Tia Winston. What's going on with Tia Winston? 230741C and 22301-3HT. Maybe nothing.
Okay, March the 7th at 9:35 a.m.
That's for Miss Winston.
Yes.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, I just wanted to read something to you.
Hold on one second. All right. All right, very good. I think that that's everybody. And I am going to take a brief recess, talk to Ms. Cleveland, get the individuals in the box process, and then we'll go from there. Thank you. Can you please mute me?
Can I go into a breakout room with Attorney Reed?
Mr. Reed, can you hear me and see me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you and see you.
Thank you. It's working now. Thank you.
Have you talked to Mr. Ross?
I have not.
Okay. I still have not talked to Mr. Johnson. Um, I need to go into a breakout room. There's Mr. Yancey. We need to go into a breakout room with Mr. Lewis Johnson.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get him in the conference room.
Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Can you hear him, Attorney Reed? Wait a minute, can you hear you?
Yes, I can. I need to
There
go
we
into a
go.
breakout room with him. Can I
Okay, yeah.
be placed into a breakout room? He's in the conference room.
All right, I am ready on case number U 413-727-17. Mr. Ross, please state your full name for me.
Anthony Ross.
Mr. Ross, you're back here again.
I apologize for that.
Mr. Ross, here's where I'm concerned. You're in this program and you know that you can't use any type of substance that gives you that feeling that you would get if you were actually doing the substance, right? Does that make sense?
Yes, and I'm not trying to take no shortcuts, so I understand that.
I understand you're not trying to take shortcuts, but when you vape, you know that vape is giving you that same feeling that you would have if you were doing something else. You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you know that I shouldn't be doing this vape, what's in this vape pen, because it's giving me the same feeling I would have if I was using a substance that I know I'm not supposed to use in specialty court, right? I need you to connect those dots for me, because what you're doing is you're going from one substance that you can't use to give you whatever feeling it gives you to something else that may not be on the list, but you know that it's giving you the same feeling.
And it's still the same thing. And all, I get what you're saying.
So it's not the product, it's the behavior.
Yes.
And so just a couple of weeks ago, if that long, you sat right here and I explained to you, I don't know what you're doing, but you're doing something. Because here's what I'm not going to buy. And I have said this and I stand by this. People in the program testing positive, it goes out for a confirmation and it comes back negative and everybody thinks, woohoo, they didn't do anything. Absolutely not. Because a positive means that you have something in your system that triggered that response. It may not, so when they send it for the confirmation, they're checking for the THC. They're checking for the fentanyl. If you did not use pure THC or fentanyl or cocaine or whatever the product that they're testing for, that confirmation is going to come back negative. Doesn't mean that you weren't doing anything. And that's why I say, and I will stand by it, Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens, that I will not tolerate people testing positive in this program and give them a pass because confirmations come back negative. I'm not going to do that. And so listen, Ms. Cleveland, in a sidebar, she has been advocating for you as her client. She has talked with you or what have you. Mr. Ross, I'm telling you, you cannot use the vape pen with the HHC, the ABC, the DEF, the EFG. You can't use vape pens with any of that stuff in it. And so if you do it, you're going to do it at your own risk, and you're going to do it at the risk of losing your liberty so that I can get you on track so that you can work this program. Am I clear?
You're clear, Your Honor, yes.
This is my second time, Mr. Reed and Mr. Fikens, having this very same conversation with Mr. Ross. My second time. You all, please don't let people sit in that waiting room for the trial. Start bringing them in, getting them into the breakout rooms, letting the prosecutor know who's here or what have you. So we're not sitting around all morning on trials. So this is my second time having this conversation with Mr. Ross, and it's actually my last time. You cannot use the vape pen with all of this other stuff that you all are taking into your bodies and poisoning your lungs and everything else and impacting your quality of life. That's my bigger issue. You are impacting your quality of life. Do your research on vaping in general. Do your research. You're impacting your quality of life. And so I'm saying it again, but it's my last time. Next time, you're going to get sanctioned, and I'm going to be really okay with the sanction that I'm going to give you.
Yes, Your Honor. I understand. Make sure I'm not vaping nothing. I'm trying my best to get everything out of my system. I've been drinking water, just not on the days I had tests, so it's not diluted. I'm trying to get everything out.
Listen, you're not getting everything out because you're still taking some junk in. So it doesn't matter how much water you drink. You're taking in junk. What's in you is going to come out of you, one way or the other. And so I need you to stop the behavior. I'm concerned, Mr. Ross, because if you need additional services to deal with the urge to want to have that feeling, we need to know that so that we can get you aligned with the proper appropriate resources to address that issue. So do you feel that you're struggling with the urge to want to have that feeling?
It was mostly just, the reason I did it was to wake up. It was like helping me get up in the morning and just for pain my ankle, but I don't want to do it no more and stuff like that.
So listen, are you seeing a doctor for the pain in your ankle?
I'm going to, I haven't been able to get that part of that.
That's a part of my order today. You've got to see a doctor for the pain in your ankle. You cannot self-medicate.
Yes.
You do yourself a disservice when you self-medicate.
Yes.
You're doing yourself a disservice. Number one, you're not a doctor. Am I right?
Yes.
You're not a doctor. Number two, you're putting some stuff in your system that you may feel that is easing your pain, but there are other alternatives available to you so that you don't have the long-term impact that you may have using the substance that you're using.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying to take accountability for everything of my actions. I don't want to keep messing up and keep having to come back to that box. If I come back, I want to be on this side.
Well, eventually, you're not going to come back to that box. You're going to come back and walk this way, out that door. And that's not the door you want to go out of.
Not at all.
So come on, Mr. Ross. Ms. Cleveland has asked me to give you some time to flush this out of your system. You will cease and desist from using that vape pens and HHC and anything else that gives you that feeling.
Yes, ma'am.
That you know the other substances would give you. And so she's asked for 30 days. I'm going to give her those 30 days. We trying to work with you, Mr. Ross. Now, you've got to work for yourself too.
Yes, I will.
You've got to get on the team with us. We're on your team. Only person missing, looks like it, that's dipping in and out is you.
Yes, I don't want that.
And I don't want that for you. Come on. All right. So is he seeing Dr. Kapinga or Dr. Alexander?
No, Your Honor, but I can ask Ms. Price, to make a referral if she's on there. I believe that she can.
Okay, Ms. Price, you heard the questions that I've asked him. He indicates that the reason he was doing this for the pain in his ankle. Ms. Cleveland, please indicate that part of my order is that he must see a doctor for his ankle. Do you think it may be helpful? Because what I'm concerned about is that we're still here talking about the use of other substances that still give him the feeling that he would achieve if he were using the things he couldn't use in specialty court. What's your take on that, Ms. Price?
I do think that he could benefit from seeing Dr.
Turn her up for me.
Okay.
1 second.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All righty, thank you. I did hear the conversation with Mr. Ross, and I do believe that he would benefit from seeing Dr. Alexander for some insight.
All right, so we're going to refer him to Dr. Alexander. Ms. Price, let's get him referred to Dr. Alexander. I want to make sure we're doing everything that we can do to help Mr. Ross, okay?
Absolutely.
And I'm concerned. I'm concerned. And so do you need to see him, speak with him today for that referral to Dr. Alexander?
I will come down just to let him know a little bit about the program with Dr. Alexander, so he'll know what to expect.
Okay, very good. So she'll come down and have some conversation with you, okay?
Yes, thank you.
All right, we need to work on the thought pattern. I'm concerned that he's still seeking for that feeling.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm really concerned about that. All right, so he'll see Dr. Alexander. Tell me what else is going on with you, Mr. Ross.
Just been a lot of car trouble, but I'm working on it. It's getting everything together. Things are going good in that area. Not as of right now. The frame snapped again where I was where my buddy was welding and my dad was working on it. Besides that, I'm looking into the jobs down here that Ms. Cleveland had sent me. I wasn't able to apply yet, just so that I can't do it on my phone. I had to do it on the laptop, so I have
ways to go do that today, later today?
I need you to do that today as well. Make an appointment to see, because see, you're not working. This is the time to be not only seeking employment, but also taking care of your physical health. So he can see the doctor, and he must apply for a job and provide you proof, Miss Cleveland.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm doing that, I'm just have to get to the computer and be able to, because I apply on a computer, it won't let me my phone, or would it have already been done?
Okay, so I need you to do that today. Can I count on you to do that today?
Yes, ma'am. I think I have email sent out.
All right. How are you feeling about the things that you're, or I don't even know how to phrase this question for you, because you're still getting that feeling. So let me ask you this way. Have you noticed anything different about your life since you've been working the program?
Yes, tremendously.
Okay.
I've around a lot. That's how that's why I keep coming. Like, I'm not trying to run. I'm not going back to the old me like I did the 6 years that I was gone. I just wanted to do better. I made a mistake. I wanted to help me. Therapy helped me. You guys helped me. More than anything, just have to be accountable for my actions. Showing me that I can't just keep slipping by and trying to slip through life.
Yes, and when you show up for therapy, are you open and honest and talking about the things that you need to work on so that you can leave there better than when you came?
Yeah, and I might even extend it a month or two, the therapy, because I like my counselor, she's really good. She, I taught even when we have the group therapy instead of the individual, there's a lot of like few guys that are doing really good that we piggyback off each other off like certain things we've been through and like can relate and give out words for everybody else to understand what they can do better. And it helps me in just speaking, being able to openly speak like that.
All right, very good, very good. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Ross?
Your Honor, thank you so much for hearing his case today. I am also very appreciative of the opportunity to continue to work with Mr. Ross, because I do find just from having worked with him already that he really wants to make sure that he aligns with the program requirements and court orders in the way that he's supposed to. I do genuinely believe that he made a bad choice. I think he's learning from this bad choice, Your Honor. I think it's putting some awareness in his thoughts that every time he makes a choice, there is going to be potentially a consequence. So I'm hopeful that now he recognizes that this just is not the choice to make, that he needs to align with the program, stay committed to himself and his good progress and recovery. He needs to do that, Your Honor. I believe he will. I'm very encouraged just by having conversations with him. He seems to be very committed to your court's orders, and he wants to do what you're asking him to do.
All right, thank you. Anything from the attorneys as to Mr. Ross?
Judge, I spoke with Mr. Ross previously, and we discussed this, and I'm glad that he's making these comes to this understanding and is going to make decisions that are appropriate with his now new level of understanding.
Okay, very good. All right, I'm only going to do a verbal warning this time because I'm going to grant Ms. Cleveland's request to give him some time, but I will tell you that you're close to a really hefty sanction. And let's work it, okay?
I'll make sure.
All right, very good. I'm going to give Mr. Ross, today will serve as his hearing date. Is he a normal Thursday person?
He has been, Your Honor, but I believe if we could have a Friday, that would be okay.
Fridays would be better?
Yes.
All right, very good. Then you are going to have a consultation on the 8th of March. That will be, yes, that's right, at 1:30. And then I will see you, Mr. Ross, on March 15th. And I will put you on for 8:45. 8:45. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Come on, Mr. Ross, let's do it. All right, very good. You have to have a seat. You don't have to sit in the box. Ms. Price, let us know how you want to communicate. I think you may have said you were gonna come down. All right.
Yeah, I'm on my way down, Judge Holmes.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Mr. Yancey, were you able to get in touch with Mr. Gates?
I wasn't able to get him on the phone. I left him an email.
All right, very good. Ms. Cleveland, I have a question for you.
Attorney Fikens, while we have a break, do you want me to just put defendants in a room that you can go talk to them? We have, the only officer here so far is Officer Conti.
Yes, Mr. Arnold and Mr. Anderson are non-represented people, I believe.
Okay, I will, let's see.
Amon, I think, is represented.
Yes, I think you're right. Okay, I see some attorneys coming in. I see Sergeant Aramani coming in. So Aramonte is here for Jamar Arnold.
Yeah, so if you could talk to the officer.
Okay.
For you, Mr. Fikens, of course I will, sir.
Thank you so much.
Yep, and I'll send you a message exactly what you.
Because there was a lot of cars from the tunnel.
Okay, it looks like Mr. Fikens, everybody is in room 1. So you want me to put you there, sir? Oh, you are in room 1. Okay.
Yes, I think so. I can get there.
Counsel, which case are you here on?
All right. I have one more matter that I need to put on the record. Go ahead. Mr. Attorney, the prosecutor wants to know what case you're here on. It looks like it would be Al Zarajawi.
Yes, that's
Did you all
correct.
find it? All right, thank you. Ms. Walker, did you hear that? Let's get him to the appropriate breakout room with the prosecutor.
Thank you.
Please, someone. You're very welcome. All right, I'm ready on Lewis Johnson, and then Ms. Harris, if you can still hear me, please prepare that warrant for Mr. Peoples. Can you reach out to Ms. Harris and let her know to prepare that warrant for Mr. Peoples so I can close out my specialty court docket? And then look up my 1030.
Oh, yes, I already did.
Oh, wonderful. You ready to put it on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, while he's approaching, I have for Colonda Anderson, SP 144799921. Did she pay?
Yes, she did in full.
All right, I'm going to close count 1, and I'm going to dismiss without prejudice count 2. Thank you so much. All right, I need case numbers for Mr. Johnson, for Lewis Johnson.
Mr. Gerard, maybe one of the case numbers, and then you can probably find
Yes,
the other ones.
yes.
One case number is Z 808-2531. Look up the other ones that the fractions are not.
Yeah, I don't see it.
This probably.
Okay, Your Honor, going to call Mr. Lewis.
Yes, please do.
Calling case number Z8082531, Mr. Lewis Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, state your name.
Lewis Johnson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, why are you here today? It's not your hearing day. I'm sorry.
I am very positive today.
Not only did you have a positive test Saturday, but you have a positive test today. Is that correct?
Yes.
What's going on, Mr. Johnson?
Still have a problem with it.
Mr. Reed, did you go in the breakout room with Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Judge, I did. I had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Johnson. I appreciated his honesty. He did admit that he violated the court's order by consuming some alcohol, and he was remorseful, apologetic. I appreciate the fact that he walked into the building today and he's honest about his use. He's struggling, he needs some help. My recommendation is that he talked to Ms. Price, reassessed, and that he came in around 8 o'clock or 8:30 this morning, that he remained in the courtroom until closing.
He wasn't
today.
here. Was he here at 8 o'clock, 8:30? No, no, he wasn't.
Mr. Johnson, what time did you get in today?
I was here at 8:45.
Officer, what time did he sign in, Mr. Johnson? 8:58. Yes, that sounds about right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Reed, and I'll hear from Mr. Yancey if you speak right in that mic. Here's the problem. Mr. Johnson has been with us a year. We have inundated him with resources to help him to deal with whatever is going on. And you just came off of the sober lane. And we talked about utilizing your resources when things get tough, right? And so, Mr. Johnson, I am going to, part of my, not even a sanction, but I'm going to make a therapeutic adjustment by having him be reassessed with Ms. Price. But Mr. Johnson, you need to get on that line today and be honest, because you may have to go back to inpatient. You've got to get on there and be honest about your struggle. I'd rather see you be in treatment as opposed to being in jail. I don't think jail corrects anything, okay? But we have inundated you with resources, a hotline, your counselor, the clinical assessor, your case manager, you've got your provider, you've got a number of resources and you're not using any of them. And that's problematic. Good morning, Ms. Page. Ms. Page, I'm sending Mr. Johnson to you as well today because he's been with us a year. He tested positive Saturday. He's positive on today. He's been to inpatient treatment. He just came off of the sober link, not even, I think, of maybe a week or so ago, 1 week ago. And I think the problem is bigger than what he understands it to be. And so he may need to do another stint of inpatient treatment. I don't know, but he needs to get on that number and be brutally honest, because I want to help him. And for him to have all of these resources available and not utilize one of them, I believe that the problem is big. And I don't think that jail is the answer. I think treatment is the answer, but I'll leave that in the hands of the professionals. So if you could see him after, that would be great. Thank you. All right. Mr. Yancey, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Johnson?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Johnson was actually here as recently as February 22nd. We did take the alcohol tether off. We did talk about what that meant, what the responsibility would be regarding that. He did articulate at that time that he could handle not having the alcohol tether. So Mr. Johnson has had different time periods where he has been doing well, but we periodically continue to struggle, and like you stated, he's been with us a year. So we really have to figure something out in short order regarding what's going on. He's currently in outpatient treatment. Maybe that's not working out, or maybe he's not utilizing his resources like you had stated, as far as reaching out. So we've tried many a recommendation with Mr. Johnson, and we believe we're gonna get it right. He's got to do a little harder work on his own, and that's what we are with Mr. Johnson. He's been with us since February of 23.
Right. Other than it's going to be reassessed on today, did you have any other recommendation, Mr. Yancey?
I believe he should be reassessed, Your Honor. I want to hold 2 days detainment in advance.
In addition, if he doesn't go to inpatient treatment, I'm recommending that he be placed back on the sober link at his expense. We won't pay for it again.
Yeah.
Mr. Reed, in response?
Judge, my client is employed. I understand that, but I'm not sure what his income is. I believe that being placed on SoberLink or alcohol tether would be a financial burden to him. So I have some concerns about that. I heard Mr. Yancey say that he was recommending 2 days in abeyance. I would object to that, Judge. If anything, maybe 1 day in abeyance would be my recommendation. But the alcohol tether or SoberLink would create a financial burden for my client because of his low income.
Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, if he went back on the alcohol tether, it would potentially be a struggle for Mr. Lewis. I just want to note it that the court has paid for his alcohol tether at least for 2 months. And knowing, I think between my supervisor, my director, and yourself, Your Honor, I don't think we could pay for it again.
No, not after paying for it for 2 months. But here's what I'll do. Listen, Mr. Johnson, I'm trying to work with you. I don't want to create a hardship for you, but you've got to not want to create a hardship for yourself. So, Mr. Reed, I'm going to hold the 2 days of jail in abeyance as requested by the case manager. I'm going to hold off on the SoberLink. I want him to be reassessed. Let's see what they tell him or what they recommend as a level of care for him based on the reassessment, and we'll go from there. Mr. Johnson, I need you to work with me. Come on, you've come a long way. Listen, I don't want you to think that we are, because you've had this bump in the road, that we are discarding everything that you've done in the past, because you've made some strides. But you know that this has been a struggle for you, right? And you know that it's a bigger problem probably than what you're admitting to yourself.
Yes, no, really is. I'm being honest with y'all. I think our resources are really.
Speak in that mic so I can hear you.
Our resources are really like I suppose to like I like to live a mile away with I smoking speaking out what we feel like. I'm like I don't like to talk a lot. That's why I started going out to open up to people and let them know what's going on.
Because Mr. Johnson, you're gonna find yourself at the Wayne County Jail, and that you don't belong there. And so, listen, how did you get here today? I want to see what they're going to say for his reassessment, Mr. Reed. But I'll take I heard your argument about the SoberLink. We have paid for it for 2 months, but I'm not going to create a hardship for him. But Mr. Reed, your client has to be honest. I'm trying to get him help. If he wants handcuffs, I'll give it to him. but I'm trying to get him help, but he's got to show up at the table and at least try to help himself. I know it's difficult, so I understand that, but where he can help himself is being honest so that he can do what he needs to do or get on track to get where you need to go, okay? Do I have your commitment to do that? All right. I want him to do the hearing. So I'm going to, I don't know when Mr. Johnson was supposed to come back and see me.
His original next date was March 14th.
On the 14th? All right. I'm gonna keep, yes, I'm gonna keep that date at 10 o'clock. I'll keep that date, but he is not free to leave until I hear from Ms. Price or Mr. Yancey about what the outcome was for his reassessment. But you've got 2 days of jail held in abeyance. And Mr. Johnson, I need you to come on, work with us. You've got to open your mouth and say something. If you're struggling, let us know. That's what we're here for. But if you coming in here every time telling me, oh, everything is good, everything is wonderful, everything is well, come on. Then I'm gonna deal with you based on what you're telling me. Okay? All right, have a seat until Ms. Price comes back to get you.
She just wants to get his file. She's coming right back.
All right, very good. All right. I believe that concludes the specialty court docket. I'm ready to go on for the trial schedule. Ms. Walker.
Yes, Judge.
Are we ready?
We are ready for everything except for the Anderson case. Mr. Fikens is still speaking with them.
All right, then can I just start from the beginning, top of the list?
Yes, you can.
All right, I have for Muhammad Al Sakaidi, SP 1490840, counts 1 and 2. For the people,
Shannon Walker, P 53794, on behalf of the people. Judge, that person has not appeared. We requested a warrant issue.
All right, and no attorney has appeared either?
No, Judge.
All right, then I am satisfied. I've given the defendant ample time to appear. They have failed to do so. This was a trial date that was scheduled. So as to count 1, capias will issue, and that bond will be set at $75, cash or surety. And then as to count 2, capias will issue, and that bond will be set at $50, cash or surety. Thank you. I have next for Iman Al Zarajawa, case number SP 1500526, counts 1 and 2.
Shannon Walker, P 53794, on behalf of the people. Judge, counsel is present for the defense. We've reached an agreement. We would dismiss count 2, no insurance, and would extend an offer of a 6-month delayed sentence with a guilty plea to the disregarding officer signal.
All right, counsel for defendant.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Attorney Amiel Khalidi for Ms. Iman. And yes, we do accept that offer. And I've talked to her, and I have permission to accept this offer on her behalf.
Okay, these are misdemeanors. Where's your client?
She's present in the courtroom.
All right, can she turn on her camera for me?
Iman, can you turn on the camera, please?
Yes, 1 second.
And counsel, you understand that your client will not get her dismissal until count 1, I'm sorry, yes, count 1 is paid in full.
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Ma'am, please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Please state your name for me.
Iman El Zarajawi.
Thank you, and good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Okay, counsel, I need you to establish for the record through your client that she understands her constitutional rights and that she's freely, voluntarily, knowingly giving up those rights to take advantage of the people's offer. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Iman Al-Zarjawi, do you understand that you have the right to go to trial?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you understand that in trial, what's scheduled for today?
Yes.
Okay. And it is your decision to not go to trial and accept the people's recommendation.
Yes. Okay.
And has anyone promised you, other than what's been made, the offer made by the people, to accept this deal?
No.
Okay. I'm satisfied, Judge.
Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. As to the factual basis, who's going to examine the witness or the defendant?
I can do that. That's fine, Your Honor.
Yes.
Ms. Al-Zarjawi, were you
Yes.
driving in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Did you fail to comply with the officer's direction or signal?
Yes. I do.
Okay.
Are you?
I'm
Counsel?
satisfied, Judge, unless there's anyone else that wants to add anything.
Ms. Walker, was there anything else you wanted to add? Oh, she may have moved on. All right. I am going to accept your plea of guilty. I'll follow the recommendation of the prosecutor and give you a 6-month delayed sentence. I'm ready for sentencing. Counsel, is there anything else additional?
No, that should be it, Your Honor. Ms. Al-Zarjawi, she's a single mother. She's not working. Other than that, she's just had this issue, and she's been a good citizen. Other than that, that's it, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. I am going to assess costs in the amount of $225. The fine will be $100. How much time does your client need to get that paid, counsel?
Can we give her 2 months, Your Honor?
Absolutely. I will review this in 2 months. She will have an adjourned to pay date. Let's see. No, I'm gonna do 2 months for payment, and then I need a 6-month date for her review. Okay. So I'll give her until May 3rd, 2024. I'm gonna put it on my docket at 10:30 a.m. At that time, she should have her fines and costs paid in full. As long as she gets it paid before May 3rd, she does not have to come back to court. Count 2 will be dismissed on May 3rd, 2024 at 10:30 a.m. Her final review will be in 6 months. What's that date, Ms. Drew?
That date is, it's going to be May, it's May 30th. 6 months.
No, not if I did May 5th I did all of March, all of April, the 5th.
Right.
It should be like the 31st or, no, 6 months, I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 months.
So it should be August. Okay, so it's gonna be August 30th.
All right. So we'll give her a 6-month review date of August 30th, 2024. I'll put it on for 10:30 a.m. And as long as she does not have any additional matters and she's done everything the court has ordered her to do, then count 1 will also be dismissed, counsel.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Thank you. And thank you, ma'am. I wish you well.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank
I
you.
have for Nasser Al-Jalawi, SP 1504071. Strike that. SP 150407771. Case number SP 1502423. Counts 1 and 2.
Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. Judge, it's my understanding that defendant has not appeared. We requested a warrant issue.
All right, thank you. The defendant was aware that it was scheduled for trial on today. I'm satisfied. I've given them ample time to appear. As to the matter ending in 2423, as to counts 1 and count number 2, KBS will issue. The bond will be set at $100 cash or surety as to both matters. As to count number 3, a default judgment will be entered. And then for the remaining matter, KBS will issue and that bond will be set at $25 cash or surety. Thank you. I am ready now. Let's go to, give me a second, I'm gonna put the date.
Mr. Fikens is still talking to Mr. Anderson. Judge, we are ready for the next one on the docket, Jamar Arnold.
All right, awesome. I have for Jamar Arnold, case number SP 1464327, counts 1 and 2.
Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. Judge, I talked to Attorney Fikens. I believe Attorney Reed's going to stay in. We have reached an agreement. In exchange for pleading guilty, we would amend the open alcohol driver to open alcohol passenger, and we would also dismiss the no insurance charge. We do have Sergeant Aramonte here. If you could state your name and badge number for the record, sir.
Sergeant Amarante, batch S565.
Thank you and good morning.
Good morning, man.
Judge, for the record.
Go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. For the record, Jesse Reed, on behalf of Mr. Arnold. Mr. Arnold, would you put your name on the record, please, sir?
Jamar Arnold.
Judge, I didn't talk to this gentleman, but I'm prepared to do the waiver and factual basis, if I may. My co-counsel did go over his rights with him. If I may do the waiver, Your Honor.
Let me have him raise his right hand. Mr. Arnold, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Reed, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Mr. Arnold. We didn't talk. You talked to Mr. Fikens, but today is your date scheduled for trial, and you understand that you do have a right to trial, right to testify, right to call witnesses and everything like that. All those good constitutional rights. And when you enter a plea, you'll be waiving those rights. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And your plea is voluntary. No one is forcing you to plead. No one threatened you or in any way force you to enter a plea today. Is that correct, sir?
Correct.
I'm satisfied voluntary waiver, Your Honor. May I proceed?
Yes, you may.
Sir, on the date and time of this citation, in the city of Detroit, you did receive a ticket for driver, open alcohol in the motor vehicle, and you are offering a plea of guilty to that, understanding that the charge would be amended to passenger open alcohol in the motor vehicle. Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
I'm satisfied, Judge.
Thank you, counsel. I'm accepting the plea of guilty. I'm amending the charge to open alcohol in a motor vehicle as the passenger. I'm ready for sentencing.
Judge, as I said, I didn't talk to Mr. Arnold. Seems like a nice young man, respectful and courteous. I'm sure that this will never happen again, and I see a lot of remorse in his eyes. So, Judge, we'd ask the court to take all that into consideration. Thank you, Judge. I'm losing my voice too, for some reason. Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I am assessing cost in the amount of $225. I'm assessing the fine in the amount of $75. Sir, what much time do you need to get that paid?
Like 30 days. Is that cool?
Yes, sir. I'll give you 30 days. What I'll do is I'll set this up for review on Friday, April 5th, 2024. I'll put it on for 10:30 As long as you get it paid, you do not have to come back. If you have some issue, then you do need to come back to court on April 5th. Yes, April 5th at 10:30. I'm also setting up your other matter for a review. As long as you get count 2 paid, then count 1 is going to be dismissed, okay?
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All
And
right.
then Sergeant Amarante, be careful. Safe.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Arnold. Thank you, Sergeant.
All right. I'm ready on, give me 1 second. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and he costs us money. If he feels so good about it, tell him to pay for it. Yeah. We can't keep paying, we pay for that. Yeah.
Judge, the courtroom is not muted.
I have beat you. Don't look at this thing.
Attorney Fikens, do we need to talk at all?
No, we're set.
Okay.
Thank you for your help.
Thank you, sir.
We will be accepting your offer, Ms. Walker, of a delayed sentence, no contest plea.
All right, Mr. Fikens, thank you. I'll move the officer into the main session. The last case on the docket what the judge is going to call, Officer Pierce is here and we're going to move to dismiss. Mr. Assad, it's your lucky day. You got a nice officer.
Thank you very much, Ms. Walker. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Officer Pierce.
You're welcome.
Officer Pierce, when the judge comes back on, I'm going to need you to unmute and put your video on, okay?
Yes, yes, I know.
You know the drill. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
on him, I'm gonna keep him here.
Okay.
Yeah, all right, and circle back to me. Let's do it. I have a Sawad Assad. I have U 659-42523, U 659-42623.
Shannon Walker on behalf of the people. Officer Pierce, could you put your name and badge number on the record, please?
Officer Pierce, badge 3123.
Judge, this fabulous officer has said he believed this was a one-off night for this defendant, and for that reason, is willing to dismiss these matters with a stipulation of probable cause.
And Judge, on behalf of Mr. Jawad, we would stipulate the probable cause.
Mr. Assad, could you put your name on the record, please, sir?
It's Assad Jawad.
All right, this is the people's case. And so I'm going to grant the motion to dismiss without prejudice, but I hope that someone had a conversation with Mr. Jawad to just let him know that's not how we behaved in any city, but especially not in the city of Detroit, if in fact he engaged in that behavior. And so if you all can make sure that that conversation takes place, this happens to be, yeah, that's not nice, not good. So, but we understand people have bad days. And so, Mr. Jawad, you've been given an opportunity to correct this, but make sure you understand that that type of behavior is unacceptable, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Anything else for my consideration? I'm dismissing them both without prejudice. Anything else for my consideration?
No, Judge.
All right, very good. Thank you, officer. Please be safe. Thank you, Mr. Jawad. Take care.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you,
Have a good
officer.
day.
All right. Are we ready on David Anderson?
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge.
Thank you. I have case number 237598781.
Shannon Walker on behalf of the people appearing with Officer Elliott Glenn. If you could turn your camera on and put your name and badge number on the record, please.
Yes, Officer Elliott Glenn, Detroit Police Department, badge number 1346.
Judge, the people are extending an offer in this case. If the defendant pleads no contest, I believe Mr. Vikens told me, we would extend an offer of a 3-month delayed sentence.
That is correct, Your Honor. And after speaking with my client, he wishes to avail himself of that offer.
All right, thank you. Let me have you state your name for me, sir, please.
David Anderson.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes.
Thank you. You may place your hand down. Mr. Fikens, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Sir, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a no contest plea today, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you making this decision freely and voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised anything to get you to plead no contest?
No, sir.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to his constitutional waiver. In order to establish liability, we stipulate to the face of the ticket, which would indicate that on the date and time of the citation, he was a passenger in an automobile where there was alcohol, open alcohol in the motor vehicle.
All right, thank you. Other people satisfied?
People are satisfied, Judge.
All right, I'm accepting the plea of no contest.
May I be heard, Judge, on sentencing?
Yes, you may.
Because this young man impressed me. His father is also here, and they were. We had a great conversation in the breakout room, and I just want you to know that I believe this young man to be a stand-up man, accepting responsibility, and doing the best thing he could under the circumstances. And I just wanted the court to know that it's a strong family, and I wanted to put that on the record, Judge.
All right, thank you. Anything from the people?
No, Judge.
All right. I am going to follow the recommendation for a 3-month delayed sentence. I'm going to assess costs in the amount of $225. The fine will be $75. I'm going to give you until the date of the expiration date of your 3-month delayed sentence to get it paid. And so I need you to get it paid because I'm going to review it on May 31st. Is that a court date?
Yes,
An
it
open
is.
date? Okay.
Yes.
May 31st, 2024. That will be at 10:30 a.m. As long as you get it paid, you don't need to come back to court. I will dismiss the matter. And you can't have any additional tickets either when that hearing date comes around. Any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
No, Judge.
All right. All right. Very good. You are all set. Take care.
Thank you.
Officer Elliot Glenn, be safe. Thank you, Mr. Fikens.
Thank
All
you.
right. All right. I think I have called everything on the docket except for Alfonso Gates. Mr. Yancey, are you on with us?
Judge, do you need me for Mr. Gates?
No, it's just a regular review.
Okay, thank you. Everybody enjoy their day.
Thank you. We always need you, Joe. I just want to make sure you know that.
Judge, it's a specialty court. I know.
All right. I just want to make sure. All right. All right. Very good. Mr. Yancey,
Yes, Your Honor.
were you able to get Mr. Gates?
I'm still trying. I know he's at work.
Okay. Well, it may be a little bit difficult to do.
Let me try one more time.
Okay.
In this little, Judge, I do want to announce that my daughter just completed the bar exam, the February bar.
Yeah. Oh, you should be so proud, Mr. Fikens.
Yeah, I can't wait. And we're looking towards positive results. We
Yes, sir.
did a great job, I'm sure. But
Yes,
yeah,
sir. Is she going to practice in her state?
she's moved back to Detroit, so she's
I
gonna
didn't know
practice.
that. Oh my goodness.
So you might even see her, Judge. I don't know.
Wonderful. Oh, Mr. Fikens, what a legacy. Have you told her about specialty court? I mean, the good stuff.
Oh no, I told her only the good stuff. I don't give away secrets.
All right, good. Very good. All right, awesome. Keep us posted. All right. Let's see what Mr. Yancey can get us on Mr. Gates so that I can get you all out of here.
Are we staffing today, Judge?
No, what's today? Thursday. Yes. Friday and Monday. Can you print out Friday and Monday? There's your daughter.
That's
Hello, daughter. Oh, so nice to meet you. We're all rooting for you.
Thank you.
Yes, that's awesome. That's awesome. So take a good break. Make your dad take you on a little vacation or send you on a little vacation. Leave the kids with him and you and your mom go do something wonderful and relaxing, okay?
Okay, I will, Judge. Thank you.
Look at your dad. She looks like you, Mr. Fikens. Yes, I love it. So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Get that pocketbook ready, Mr. Fikens.
She's on her own. She's over 21, Judge. She's on her own.
Oh, that doesn't mean anything. I need to introduce her to my kids then. Yes. All right, give me 2 seconds. I got so many messages, I can't get to them all. Let's try. Let's see. Hmm.
Yes. Sure, one moment.
All right, you need to see me?
I was just gonna give you a little update before we go on the record with these 75 minutes.
75.
Yes.
For Mr. Peoples. Oh, I do need to put Mr. Peoples' warrants on the record. I forgot, oh, I asked him to call you, that's right. All right. What you got? He's not coming. Need to go get him.
I will.
See Mr. whatchamacallit, so let me take care of these. All right, we are back on the record. I need to place some warrants on the record for several matters before I read them into the record. This is as it relates to John Peoples. It was brought to this court's attention. Mr. Peoples has relapsed a few times in the 13 days that he's been out of inpatient treatment. I am concerned for Mr. Peoples' health, safety, and welfare, as well as that of the public. Ms. Harris has tried multiple times to get him to test and to come in person so that we can get him back on track. Mr. Peoples just will not do so. And so, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, there's a request to enter a warrant for his arrest. Any objection?
No, Your Honor.
No objections, Judge.
He's really left us with no other choice. Not only am I going to enter the warrant, but also, Ms. Harris, I need you all to follow the protocol for notifying the prosecuting attorney so that we can have one of our officers that work with us go out to pick him up. I'd like to try to get him before he spirals, so that we can get him the help that he needs to get him back on track. He made some progress, and we know that this is a part of recovery, but I am concerned. I don't want him, due to his substance of choice, I don't want him to cause harm to himself or harm to others. So if you could take the necessary protocol to make sure Ms. Walker is aware, and then update me on what the plan is, and hopefully they'll go out and get him. Before I read these case numbers into the record, is there anything else that any of the parties need to add? Ms. Harris, nothing to add?
I have nothing to add, Your Honor, unless you request additional details, but I think you did a pretty good job of summing up what we've been working on.
Yeah, without disclosing too much, yes. That's, I'm good. All right, I'm ready to place those case numbers on the record as I'm signing the orders. He has a number of cases here with 36th District Court. As you all know, he has absconded before. We took the tether off after getting his word that he would stay and work his program. And so that all goes to why I'm issuing capias as to all of the matters that are before me. And the bond is going to be set at $5,000 cash or surety as to each matter. And I'm hoping that today we can get him and get him back into his programming. So I have the following case numbers for John Peoples. Case number 230-552-6901, SP 112-91232. Please add him to my docket for today. That's going to be count 2 as well as count 3. SP 137-6246, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 137-8408, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 1405789, counts 1 and 2. Case number SP 987994, counts 1 and 2. Case number SX 37648811. Case number 1844495, counts 1 and 2. Case number 195029451. All of those matters are for John A. Peoples. Thank you, Ms. Drew. If we could get those in the system, that would be great. And thank you, Ms. Harris, for bringing it to our attention. I appreciate it. All right. I'm sorry. No, I can't. I can't.
I was thinking about that.
No, thank you.
I was like, It could be worse.
No, it could be, but thank you, it's not today.
I will come back down and grab those, after you, get them in, and then I'll,
Notify.
make sure I get them up to Ms. Walker.
Okay.
All right, very good. Thank you. Any word on Mr. Gates? No word on Mr. Gates, Mr. Yancey? We have just about 12 minutes before he is expected to arrive. So if you all could hang in there with me for 12 minutes, that would be great. You can mute me and turn the camera so I can stuff my face.
Yes, Judge.